Hello, hello. Welcome back to our podcast. As always, I am T, and I am joined today and every day by my amazing and lovely wife. And this is Just Us. So today is a different kind of episode. My wife over here is going to be leading it. What are we going to talk about today, baby?
So I'm excited about this one because in previous episodes, my wife here had discussed the whole alphabet dating. So for anybody that didn't watch that episode, she was scrolling on social media and got this idea from online. So it's alphabetical dating. So you each take turns. Well, I'm not sure that you have to take turns, but
Right.
basically you go on a date and you have an A date, a B date, a C date, so on and so forth. It's some kind of theme or however you want to work it, but the date has to do with the letters. So
Mhm.
for A date, because she started, we did a date to on the anniversary date as well of our first actual date.
Mhm.
So it was like a part two of our very first date a few years back. So we went to the same restaurant. Um, it was really nice date. So for anybody who wasn't watching, now I had the letter B for B date. So
She did really good.
yeah,
Yeah, she did really, really good. That was nice.
I'm excited to talk about it here because I specifically said that I was gonna take video and all this stuff. And so I actually did that and we put some clips together, some videos that I was taking while she wasn't in the room, this and that, whatever. So I'm gonna just kind of walk you through our B date, and this is almost like a little interview because I kind of want to see like where her mind was at throughout the date because I didn't really ask because I told her I was like I'm gonna interview you, so just so you know. So
She did good. She held out. I was harassing her like the whole month.
yo, she was nah, she was harassment. Harassment is an understatement. I could take harassment, but like badger, I'm gonna go with badger.
Damn, really?
She no, yo, to the point I even got mad, right?
You did.
I got mad. I was like, enough already. Like,
You're
can you
like, you were like, I'm gonna
please?
cancel this shit if you don't stop. I'm like,
Oh
okay.
my God. Because I was just, because you know what? I wanted an element of surprise, right?
I hate surprises, but she knows that.
And when I say that, I mean to say, like, there were several parts to the day, and I just wanted her to be under the impression that we were doing one thing, kind of.
Yeah.
And not that there was part after part after part. So I didn't really know how to answer her questions, and I'm like, yo, don't worry about it. So yeah, so I got badgered a little bit toward the end. I would say like the last 2 or 3 days, maybe right before the date.
Yeah, I think that was like hardcore.
Yeah, that I was tapped. I was like, I'm not even laughing about it no more. And some, I'm not gonna tell you. I was like, no, like we're about to not go. Like, so all right. So I had several parts to the date initially. So part one was breakfast in bed, B and B, right? So that morning I wake up and we got them 2 a.m. curtains in here. So I'm like, she's good. She's asleep. She ain't gonna wake up. Well, come to find out that morning I was supposed to wake up my son for school. I woke him up 2 hours late at like 7:30 a.m. And pretty boy decides he's gonna take at least another 2 hours to get ready. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm not trying to, wake her up and start doing my thing and then be like, hold on, pause, I gotta take him to school. So it was a little setback in the morning, but it still worked out fine. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So I'm like, all right, let me prep my stuff. I start dicing the meat, dicing the onions, whipping the eggs. I got the bagels ready to put in the toaster. Like I got the cream cheese out, kind of defrosting so that when I spread it, it goes on nice and smooth, looking like a commercial. I'm like, okay. So my son's still not ready. Now it's about 9:30, 9:45. So I'm like, yo, in order for everything else to flow smoothly, like this is supposed to be breakfast in bed, not lunch in bed. So I'm like, all right.
I mean, even brunch would have worked. Could have gone that too.
But see, I knew that we wanted to do like a few other things. So, like you're already sleeping in with not
Right,
that
right.
late, but it was like, all right. Because I wanted to do breakfast in bed and kind of chill a little bit. We were gonna watch a movie. So it was breakfast in bed, and we were supposed to watch the Breakfast Club while eating breakfast. So and y'all seen the little video that I make that we're gonna post after this. So okay, so my daughter winds up doing me the favor and taking him to school because I'm like, bro, you taking mad long. Like
Yo,
Mauzi,
what
right?
is he doing?
Getting pretty. I mean, he is a handsome young man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
No
but
bias.
damn, 2 hours to
Yo,
go to school?
it took a minute. No, matter of fact, that he had called me and he was like, "My bad, I fell back asleep."
Oh, something you would do. Bless you.
Yo, normally I ain't gonna trip. I get it. You get up early for school and stuff, but like I'm like,
Okay.
yo, I got something I gotta do. I got something to do. So anyway, all right, boom. He goes to school. I'm whipping up my meal, boom, 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 doing my little thing, right? So make like little omelets, got onions, meat, all this stuff. So I took a video, um, and I come in the room and I wake her up, talking about rise and shine.
That's so funny. I just watched that video back.
She was like,
I
I think I
was,
scared
you
her. She's
did.
like, what the hell?
I was so tired because I think, yeah, that day before I hadn't slept in like more than 24 hours. Because I went to work, came off of work, and just literally stayed up all night. Did a
Hmm.
podcast that night with our best friends. Uploaded it. So I don't think we went to bed till like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
So
it
I
was
had been
late. I
up.
mean, so I was banking on the fact that she was gonna be tired enough. Like, okay, cool, she's sleeping. So I come in here. I got the platter. We got mimosas and everything. All good. Um, and then I'm putting on the Breakfast Club. So she's like, "Ugh, is that what we're watching?" I'm like, well, yeah, because like it's on the screen. So she's like, oh no, okay, fine. So I asked, right? I'm like, why? Why not? Well, I don't really care for this movie, but so I was like, well, then we're not gonna watch it. So we decided to watch another episode of Game of Thrones because that's the thing that we're keeping up with right now that we're
Hmm.
watching. So what are we
We called
calling it?
it Bame Bone Thrones or something. Bame of
Game
Thrones.
of Thrones because we're trying to keep a B theme, right? So one of the questions that I had for you,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure, I don't think I really got to ask. I think I was waiting for here, but oh, I hear tapping.
That was me.
Um, in our previous episode where we were talking about B date and me
Mhm.
planning and stuff, and you were like, "Yeah, it better not be no bums in bed all day type thing." I specifically wanted to do the breakfast in bed first because I was like, "All right," I was trying to kind of get her to think like, "Yo, for real, this is it." So I wound up telling her I think that we were gonna watch movies that I had a list. I ain't had no list, but I was kind of trying to see like if I could get her to feel salty and be like, "Yo, like this is really it." So what were you thinking? Like honest thoughts.
So at some point, I mean, you did say that you're like, oh yeah, I have a whole list of B movies. I was like, oh okay, but I didn't believe you.
So you ain't fall for
I
it?
didn't fall for it. We still had the kids here. I was like, there's no way that she's gonna stay in bed all day watching movies. I was like, there's just no way.
Okay, so she ain't fall
I
for
didn't
it.
fall for that. I was like, no, okay. All
I
right.
tried.
I was like, I know how you are. I
Hmm.
know that whenever you plan something, she plans it really good. Ain't no, I mean,
I mean, but
I wouldn't have
that could have been
minded.
sweet.
No,
You
I
know,
mean that
all
is really
day
sweet. I
I
wouldn't have
catered to
minded
you.
because I love just staying in bed with you. But I just knew that wasn't it.
Hmm.
I knew you.
I try to get her. So
You said you were gonna record the whole thing. I was like, "What, we gonna record a whole 12 hour videos of us in bed watching movies, laughing at our
if
own
need
jokes?"
be. Alright, so okay, so that was part one
Hmm.
of the date. So I'm like, babe, you wanna go somewhere? She's like, yeah, she played it up. Where you wanna go? I was like, I'll take you somewhere. So
Well,
we get dressed.
we took a little detour though.
Oh, I know I didn't get there yet.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But you could talk about
No,
the
no, no, go
detour.
ahead. Go ahead.
So part two of the date was supposed to be bowling and beer. So I was going to maybe attempt trying a beer, something like that. And then she likes like Heinekens or Coronas.
I like all
So
beer.
and she loves bowling, which I like bowling too. But I definitely think she likes it a lot more. Like always trying to go bowling, and I'm just like, no, like it just depends. You gotta catch me. So that was where we were supposed to go next. So it was bowling and beer, but we did make a little pit stop.
Hmm.
Where did we stop?
We went to Victoria's Secret with our B. Because we had coupons that they always be sending us like monthly, but we always end up not using them. But this time around, we had really good coupons, so I think we ended up making out on the in the long run.
No, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, bet. Well, because we had just done kind of like a little spring cleaning and
Mhm.
anything, like, I want everything out. We either need it for something here in the room or it goes in the trash. So I was like, yo, what you doing with these coupons? I was like, we either using them today or they're going out. So she was like, okay, let's use them. I said, okay, we make a little pit stop. So we go to Vicky's Secrets. And that's what we were joking around because we are like, she's like, well, this is a V. That's close enough. It sounds like a B. I'm like, close enough for you, for Puerto Ricans from the island like her, mixing the B's and the V's. So, okay, Victoria's Secrets.
Victoria.
So we go there. That was a good time.
Yeah, we got some pretty good stuff. Got something for her. Well, for me, but for her.
Yeah, for her, but for me. So, I bet. So we leave from there.
Mhm.
We go to Tampa. We go to bowling. So she's excited about it. She's like, all right, that's what's up. We're going bowling. We go pull on the doors. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this? She's like, babe, it's closed. You didn't check the hours. I was like, no. So the original spot we were going to go, it was open at that time, but this spot wasn't. So I was like, damn, right. No problem. We take a detour. We go to our favorite boba shop
Mhm.
to get
Boba.
boba. And oh my god, and that was a trip. We
Their
go in
system
there,
was down.
yo, everything was like, and it's our favorite spot too. And I had to pee so bad.
Yes.
I had to pee so freaking bad. So now this was by the time I get to the bowling alley, I'm like, babe, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it. Yo, I gotta pee.
Yeah.
So all right, we go to the boba spot. They have a bathroom. I go in there. And I'm kind of mad because the guy knew I was going to the bathroom because we are talking about how bad I gotta pee. I'm giving her my order. I go to the bathroom, no toilet paper. So I'm like, all right, I come out and I'm like, damn, babe, there's no toilet paper. I'm like, yo, I really gotta pee. And the guy's like, yeah, we're waiting on the toilet paper right now for a shipment. So I'm looking like, but you knew that's where I was going. I'm like, were you curious to see if I was gonna go anyway and say screw it? Wipe,
It was
wipe,
funny.
or like,
Wipe,
like,
wipe.
like, how was that? What if I had to do it number two? Old boy was
And
gonna
now you
let
were
me
just
go to
stuck.
the bathroom knowing you ain't got no toilet paper?
He said we have a napkin dispenser in there.
Did he say that?
Yeah, mad
Okay,
rough.
okay, so that I could go ahead and clog up the toilet and be the one that's like, sorry. No. So I was like, I was a little salty, like, you were just gonna let me do it. Okay. So now I come out, I'm like, all right, I'll wait a little bit. So the guy's like, oh, our machine, is down, we need cash. So we're like, okay. So we go next door. We go to Chipotle. We go to the bathroom. Then we go to the ATM. Then we come
It's
back
across the street. Yeah.
and we got our boba. So we're chilling. They got a little arcade thing in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have my all-time favorite Street
Mortal.
Fighter.
Oh yeah, I said Mortal Kombat, Street
Oh,
Fighter. It's just like it
she
was
was playing,
fighting.
y'all. She was
I
playing.
was
It wasn't
playing.
Mortal Kombat.
It was Street Fighter.
It was Street Fighter 2.
Oh, that's right. They had two.
So we had a battle in the boba shop. And so that was a lot of fun. While we were waiting for our drinks, we're playing little Street Fighter, whatever. And I had to be my boy Ryu. I'm always Ryu. I had to slap her up a little bit. She was Chun Li. I was like, I ain't afraid to hit a girl.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cha, cha. Oh, you can. Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
I lost. Needless to say.
Obviously. Right. So nah, that was cool. So we had a good time there, and we were straight cool and straight vibing. It was nice.
It
And
was
then
nice.
they have like a bunch of board games too, and most of them are missing all the pieces. But we happened to see one that said Game of Thrones, so we were like, "Ooh, Game of Thrones!" So we were doing our little trivia while we're having our boba. So that was cool.
Oh, we did pretty good.
Since we've been watching that show episode for episode, whatever. So
Right.
yeah, not bad, not bad. We did it.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, now it's 4 o'clock. So wrap it up. We go back to the bowling alley. We have our beer. We have
Our
our
bowling.
bowling. And they had some specials, so we had gotten
It was 3 games because
no,
of
but we got little cards for the
arcade. Yeah,
arcade. So what do we play? 1-on-1
basketball.
basketball. So she whooped me. I think 3 games, two
Two
games.
games.
She's
But I got
taller
you.
than me, y'all. She's taller than
I
me.
wasn't dunking.
It
We were
don't matter.
shooting the
And her
ball.
arm was way closer to the hoop than mine was. So nah, that was fun. We had a good
We had a good
time.
time.
Uh, she beat me 2 games.
Hmm.
I beat her one.
In bowling, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I beat you the first two, but the third one, my arm, was just giving up. So I was like, go ahead, baby. This is all you.
Mm-hmm.
This is all you. Yeah.
So now is on to dinner. The next part of the
Woo.
date. Now, originally we were gonna come back home and have dinner here because there was another part of the date that came after that I needed my daughter to distract her for a few while I set it up in the house. But then my daughter volunteered, like, wouldn't it make more sense if she set it up while I still was out with her? So I was like, all right, bet. That crossed my mind. It made sense, but I didn't want to like tell my daughter to do
Yeah.
it, but she volunteered. So I was like, all right, bet. So now we got more time outside. So we go to one of our favorite spots for apps and more drinks, and that's BJ's.
BJ's. It's good.
It was mad good,
I mean, the
yo.
appetizers are always delicious. The food was okay.
Appetizer.
I think if we didn't have their dinner there again, we will be
We will be
okay.
alright. But the
But
apps
the
there.
appetizers are really, really good. We
Mm-hmm.
we usually go at least once a month. We try to go for
Yeah.
happy hour
Yo.
apps and drinks.
The
That's where it's at.
apps are on point. Like they
Hmm.
got weird stuff too. Like I don't know, but it's mad good. And so we always we cheat. You know, we on a budget.
Be on the happy
So
hour stuff.
we go for happy hour, but happy hour with the app. So we always
Right.
get like half off and stuff. So I mean that didn't happen yesterday, but you
Pinch
know, it's for my boo thing. I spring a little extra.
your baby.
I spring a little extra.
It's
So we could pay full price for the
okay. I
apps.
paid for it after.
Yeah, her stomach was a mess. Is that what you mean? Poor baby.
No.
What?
I made up for it.
Oh, you made up for it. You said you paid for it.
Well, yeah, it was a transaction. You fed me. I fed you.
So
No.
I'm your pimp
You didn't
now?
pimp me out through yourself.
That was a transaction. I'm like, wait, what? I thought you were talking because his stomach was messed up
No, yesterday. It was
today.
just today.
Oh, well, now I just put her business out about her stomach for no
Thanks,
reason
baby.
because I wasn't sure what she was referring to, but my bad. So,
It's okay.
anyway, so we go to BJ's, chilling, having a great time. My daughter's texting me that she needs a little bit more time. And I'm texting so much with her back and forth. And I'm wondering, like, damn, what she's thinking. She's gonna be like, bitch, get off your phone. But what were you thinking? Because it's me interviewing you. What were you thinking about me kind of being like a little bit extra on the phone, like while we're literally hanging out?
Well,
And
I didn't think it was actually. I didn't. This is gonna sound super bad, but usually, if it's that's usually like the normal
mm-hmm,
especially with her, with our daughter. Like you
mm-hmm.
guys are just back and forth all the time. So
So you didn't think
I
nothing
didn't think
like.
much of it. I was just like, damn, like today though, like we had B day. Like wait till she got home. God. But nah, that was normal. I
hmm
didn't think much of it.
Okay, so we eat, we get to the car, and my daughter's like, I need a little bit more time. So I'm trying to stall. So she was telling me about a talk show with Kelly Clarkson. I'm like, yeah, let me see the clip. Like, so we're in the parking lot. She showed me the clip. It was actually mad funny. But, I'm kind of dragging it out a little bit, making small talk. And it's like, I guess I better be going. So I come back. I tell my daughter we're in the driveway. And she's like, I need a few more minutes. Stall. She's like, kiss her or something. Now, mind you, in the car earlier that day, I had told my daughter because I'm not even sure why were you using my phone for the music. I'm not sure why she chose to use my phone. She usually always use her phone, but she put the music on my phone for
Mhm.
the day. So I'm connected to the Bluetooth in the car, and she's holding my phone the whole time. So in between, I had texted my daughter, and I was like, "Hey, don't text me about no plans or nothing that you're doing." Because she was gonna be working on something here. I'm like, don't, unless I physically tell you that I got my phone because it's on the Bluetooth. She's holding it the whole time. The music is on my phone. So she says, okay. So when I last spoke to her, that I was like, all right, we're headed home. We'll be there in about 15 minutes. I never said, like, I never reminded her, like, hey, we're headed there. Don't text me. So now she's using my phone again for whatever, the music and stuff.
Nah, she was a little sus. This is a phone, right? She was holding it. So like normal. Okay, hold it. I go to reach for it, and then she kind of like holds on and kind of like tugs. I was like, I
Snatch.
was like, so to put the music back on. Well, no, I think the reason why I picked your phone, I know you just mentioned that, was because I had that little mic set that
Mhm.
connected to my phone, and it was to the Bluetooth. So I just
Mm.
disconnected my Bluetooth altogether from the car, so I could just easily put it in and out when I needed it,
Ah, okay, okay.
like on and off.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there was a purpose. I'm like, of all times, you all of a sudden want to use my phone. So
I don't mess with Angel like that.
I'm talking with her, but I'm like, I keep looking at my phone because I'm like, damn, any minute my daughter's gonna be like, okay, I'm ready, come in, whatever. And she's gonna be like, because my messages pop up, which is mad annoying. It just pops up. Like I be getting mad annoyed with that, even when I'm doing something else on my phone. All these messages, I don't want to see that right now. Get off. So I didn't want her. I didn't want the surprise to get ruined that I had here at the house. So
Matt sus too. Like she was on the phone, and then she lowered the brightness, like and angled it. I was like, ew, what are you doing?
I
If we were any other couple, I would have been like, who the fuck are you texting right now?
don't know. So yeah, I was trying to like distract her from really looking down at the phone. So whatever, we get here. So we open the top sunroof,
The
moonroof.
sunroof, yeah.
Like, oh, let's look at stars while I'm in the driveway. So we're there. I'm like, yeah, trying to take a picture. She's trying to actually, it did look really cool, but so she's trying to do all this stuff, right? Having a little moment. And you thought the night was done by then, right?
Yeah, I thought that was it.
So you had no idea, no inkling, nothing.
No,
Okay. And you were satisfied by that point?
yeah, I was good. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Okay, cool. So then my daughter comes out and knocks on the car door.
No, but literally, like as we were like ending the night, I'm like, oh, love you, and before she kisses me, I was like, hey.
She was mad.
I was like, okay.
So my daughter's trying to tell me to hurry up and go inside, but she wants me to go in first, and she wants to kind of see my reaction because the end of the night now was bath,
Bubble bath,
no
no,
bubble
bubble bath
bath
and bubbly.
and bubbly.
Hmm.
That was the end of my night.
It's really
So
nice.
what she was doing here during the day was setting up the bathroom for me, making it look mad good. And so now there
It
was
was
a bunch of
beautiful.
tea lights, candles, everything. So she was trying to come out like, yo, hurry up. You need to get in there before it starts getting cold. So she winds up telling me, oh, can you come inside? To tell my son something.
To clean up the pee from the
Oh,
dog.
yeah, because the dog wants it back from something. So she's annoyed because she's thinking, like,
Yeah, I was like, okay, y'all really like you can't handle that yourself. It's pee. Pick it up.
yeah.
So I
So
was a little annoyed, but I was like, all right, whatever.
So I hurry up, come in here. My daughter comes in here, and apparently she was lingering outside.
Yeah,
So the bathroom was dope, yo.
yeah, it
From
was
the
really
it,
nice.
I, it's words can't explain. You're gonna have to
To
watch
watch the video.
the video that we're gonna put on here of the
Hmm.
whole day because I mean it was fly like something out of straight magazine. Like I wasn't paying her to do that, but now I'm like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna pay you
Yeah, yo,
because
it was fly. It was really
it
nice.
is like something that you pay somebody to do. She
Yeah.
went above and beyond. She outdid herself for real. So I go in the bathroom, and now my wife finally comes in, and I'm like, babe, from the bathroom. So she's thinking it's like another water bug or something.
I'm ready to go into like,
Mm-hmm.
but
She was ready. So, yeah, so with that, she sees everything. I got her reaction on the video that we're going to put up.
Mhm.
But it didn't take her completely by surprise because as she went to open the door, like she kind of realized the light was off
Yeah.
and they were like candlelight and twinkle light. So, what were you thinking when you entered initially? Like, what was going through your mind?
Well, at that point, because when I entered the room, the light was off, and you said you were in the bathroom, but the light, you can see that the bathroom light is off from entering the room. Usually, if you're in the bathroom, it's on, and then you can see it from the bottom of the door.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "What is she even doing?" So I'm like, "Oh," I was like, I didn't know that to the whole extent. That what was it? I was thinking maybe like a bubble bath, but that took bubble bath to the whole other level.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was really nice. That was really nice.
We had the tea lights
Everything.
everywhere, fresh flowers, literally chopped
Yeah,
and picked, and like the tops of the roses and flowers and daisies was floating in the water. And she picked the petals to make a heart
in the water. Yeah, that was
in the
really really
water.
nice. That was really really nice.
I mean, the bubbly was in there.
Mhm.
The charcuterie board she made, she put it in
She made
there.
a heart out of pictures on the wall. Oh, she even did this.
On the bathtub wall. Did you take a single picture? So
Yeah,
maybe you can hold it up to here.
I can't. My phone's like over
Oh, I
there.
don't think I got to take a
You didn't
single
take a single picture.
picture,
I got
but
plenty of them. I gotta show you guys, but you can see it in the video. I'll put pictures too, so you can see.
yeah, it was really really fly. It was nice, and
It
so
was
it
really
was so
nice.
funny because she got like all these different props from around the house,
I'm like, is this?
and then we got these storm candles, right? That look like Santeria
Oh my
candles, but
god.
they're just white. I got them from the dollar store like man long ago. So I was making snaps.
Yo, yours bad
I was like, what's with these Santeria candles over here in the corner? Then she dressed it so nice with
with
tulle,
tool.
but there was like candles,
There
and I
was
was
tea
like,
lights inside.
this is a fire hazard right here. No sooner than I say that, I almost caught my little bun on fire because the way we were in the bathtub.
Hmm.
And then I wound up catching the tool on fire
Taking it down.
but while when we were finally cleaning up. We were there for like 3
We were in there
hours.
for like 3 hours. It was nice.
It was a fly way to almost end the evening. Because then, of course, the last and final part of the night was,
Bound chicka wow wow.
which also starts with a B. So
Very well.
that was pretty much yesterday's entire B date. So for recap, you have Breakfast in Bed and Game of Thrones. We had Victoria's Secrets.
Victoria's Secret.
We
Boba.
had Boba.
Hmm.
And we had a battle while we were in the boba shop.
That's right.
We had bowling and beer.
Hmm.
We had dinner at BJ's. We had bubbles and bubbly.
Hmm.
And bam, bam, so it became a 7-part date. It was completely fun to plan this for her. She absolutely loved
Oh
it.
man, it was awesome. It was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me feel special or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got my work cut out for me for C date. I'm like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm. But we did
We
agree
did agree.
that this was not going to be a competition to outdo each other because I was like, yo, this is
That's
about
gonna
to
get
get
ridiculous.
real ridiculous and real expensive. Like, honestly, if we had funds at our disposal, like we could waste mad money, then yeah, I would be down. Like, oh, I'm going to outdo you. I'm going to outdo you. But, just for fun. But I'm like, yo, this is going to get crazy. So it's
Right.
not about trying to outdo each other. It's just whatever. But I had to, I had to be a little extra because she deserves it.
I know because now if I don't go extra, I don't deserve it.
No, no, it's not that. But if y'all was watching the other episodes with
No,
her
no,
and this
you're right.
alphabetical dating, and it was just this big thing, and
She's liking
how
it.
I made her wait like a month because she was talking smack because it wasn't like the next day.
Oh, we made a video contract too, a
Mm-hmm.
visual contract that every date needs to be within 30 days of the last date.
Right. So you have up to 30 days. So if you
Hmm.
want it to be tomorrow, from B date, whatever date, that's fine. But you have up to
Up to 30 days to plan
30
it
days.
and do it.
So yeah, so you made a contract. So it was great. Like it was so much fun. I had a ball.
Yeah,
Just
it was a good time.
surprising her, and yeah, it was
Mm.
good. And I will recommend one thing. There's a game called Let's Get Deep. That game is bomb. It's all questions that you ask each other, you ask your partner, and a lot of good questions. It provokes a lot of thought, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of insight.
Conversations, stuff that you wouldn't really like think about on a normal basis, but it would be
Hmm.
nice to connect with your partner on a deeper level. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I will
definitely would
recommend that.
recommend that game.
I feel like we always be playing that in the bathtub. I think we did that last time too.
Oh yeah, the last time we played, we were in the bathtub too. So, no bathtub required,
No
but
bathtub required, but it's a
it's
really good
also
game.
a good time and place. You got a little
Yeah,
bubbly, you drinking, little bathtub.
right.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's a
So
really
I
good
would
game.
definitely recommend that. So we were playing that. We wound up being in that tub. Talk about raisins, boy. We were
Yo.
pruny, straight prunes. But I would recommend that game. So
uh,
on that note, I think that wraps up this
yeah,
episode
I want to
all about B
apologize.
dates.
Anybody watching this, I think I yawned like 15 times. It wasn't to you, my love. I don't
I
know.
don't
I'm so
bore you.
tired. No, I don't. You don't bore me.
Okay,
We need to start making these late podcasts a little earlier. Tired,
true.
but thank you, baby, for B day. No, I got my work cut out for me for C date, but I think I got a couple of ideas. So, in less than 30 days, guys, I will give you an update on how that went. But
Hmm.
with that, let's wrap up this episode and we can get this video together because whenever we upload this one, we will upload the other one too. So you guys can see part one and then part two will be the video.
All right.
So make sure to follow us, subscribe to our YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok at JusTus2228, and follow us on our Instagram at JusTus20 no JusTus _ 2228. I always mess that up, but
She's
it's
tired.
okay. I'm tired. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.